All right, we're just about to the point. I'm going to pull out the HVAC unit. This is a Vintage Air Super Cooler 2. This is basically in their Universal Fit series. This is a Gen 2 unit, so it has electronic doors and mixers and stuff like that, actuators. This unit kept the car fairly cool in California on the coastline. It worked pretty well, kept it comfortable inside. Here the temperatures are just too much, and also it was not so much as a thing of temperature. This thing blew like 37, 38 degrees at the vent. The main thing was airflow. And just, you can see that this unit basically goes from here to here. The reason why this unit was used the first time was because there wasn't a SureFit kit for the Chevelle, and they had not come out with the Magnum, which is an even bigger version of the Super Cooler 2. In fact, it's probably about 6 inches wider. I could be wrong on that, but it is significantly larger. The unit we're getting ready to pull out, the unit's been evacuated. The cooling lines have been drained on the engine side. There's a bulkhead up in here that is going to get removed. But so I'm going to line the carpet to protect it, catch any spills, get some towels and stuff out here, and remove this. At least get this done tonight. The SureFit kit is significantly larger. It takes about 2 inches out of the back of the glove box, and it goes from here all the way over to almost all the way over to the kick panel. Instead of the hoses exiting through here, it's going to go down through this hole in here and pass through and run inside the fender well. So I have a problem to solve on the engine compartment side. Let's go ahead and take a look over there so you can see what I'm talking about. We'll pull these away here because I was catching okay, this bulkhead is going to go away. Now, I made a block-off plate out of 60 thousandths aluminum, and I smoothed out this firewall. Now, I have two things to consider. Vintage Air Kit comes with a panel, another block-off panel, that covers pretty much from here all the way just to here, and goes down to where the toe boards, the floor comes up and meets the firewall. Now, typically you would just install that, and it has mounting studs and holes for the inside unit to bolt to. But so I would be basically stacking it on top of this piece, because this piece is flush riveted in, it's all sealed up. It would be a major nightmare to pull this thing off. I would basically want to almost pull the fender off because it goes up inside to the blower motor hole. So the one thought is use the block-off plate as a template for my mounting bolts and studs, and drill this and use either like the stainless button heads that you see here, holding other items in, and attach it that way. The only thing that it leaves though is this hole. It's just about 3 inches by 3 inches square. I could probably make a cool looking block-off plate just to cover that up, and then put firewall pad material on the back side of it, and so it's properly insulated. That's probably the one way I'm thinking of going, so I don't have to disturb all this and create another layer. I think it might be a little bit cleaner. Yes, it'll leave me a block-off plate, but if I can do something either really clean or textured or even something that's decorative, that might be a plan. So I'm trying to look for something. I may have to end up making something and then using stainless button heads or something to fasten it. I'm open to comments and suggestions. This is for the 70 to 72 Chevelles with AC, so as you can see, the firewall is pretty clean, pretty smooth the way it is, except for that bulkhead. The reason why I put the bulkhead there and not inside the fender well is, like I've said before, when I build a car, I like to keep it clean and well thought out, but I also like to have it serviceable. So I kind of kept the idea that, your heater hoses and your AC hoses are going through here. If I ever had one that leaked or needed to be serviced, it was easily accessible. Whereas if it's inside the fender well, I'd have to basically drop the fender well, get up in there and kind of do that. In hindsight, I probably would have been better off doing it that way, but hey, that was 2007, I want to say this unit went in, maybe 2005, 6, 7, right around there. So that's what we'll head up to. So the task for tonight is to get that unit out and get the bulkhead out, and then start a solution as far as blocking off that bulkhead plug or doing something else. Then I've got to clean up the wiring, add a couple of fuse panels, and start building the new dash, the Super Sport dash with the Dakota RTX series gauges, and get that get that ready, and then get the SureFit system, the Gen 4 SureFit system installed. So again, if you got any other suggestions or ideas for that block off plate, like I said, it needs to be about 3 inches square. I could probably make something out of some aluminum. If there's something out there that's already made, that's maybe got some ball milled or something like that, that would probably work out pretty cool too. I would paint it black and just use like stainless hardware to mount it. So that's where we're at, and so stay tuned. We're just going to make it a short night. It's about 9:15 on Friday. But I figure if I touch this thing at least a little every day, I should be able to knock this out. It's been about 100 degrees here, but the air conditioning in the garage is keeping it a nice 75. So we're good to go. Stay tuned. We'll talk to you later.